the music industry right now is currently in shambles, with Drake crying on Kai Cenat's stream about his Iceman episode 3 failing, Young Thug doing whiteface, and Playboy Cardi about to cancel his upcoming Opium tour. Kanye West has been very silent in the background, preparing for his comeback that he's about to do in 2026, and it's actually insane. Now, while Kanye West essentially destroyed his career earlier this year in 2025, it's the same way how he's destroyed his career many times and rebuilt it. And I feel like this time around, heading into 2026, he is going to pull one of the greatest redemption arcs we've ever seen in music history, and I don't think anybody's ready. I think it's very important to mention that ever since that March to April period where Kanye West was literally tweeting about 90 times a day with saying the most disgusting and disturbing shit ever, after that, he started to cool down, and it feels like he is now going into the hibernation mode we usually see from him after he goes into a cancellation. And this hibernation mode that he's currently in right now is him building a redemption arc that we're about to see in 2026. And this firstly starts with his upcoming stadium show that he's about to do in December. For everybody that doesn't know, a few days ago, Kanye actually ended up breaking that social media break he was on to tweet one thing. And what that one thing was is that he announced that he was going to be doing a massive stadium concert in South Africa, and this looks to be the first part in this massive plan he's about to pull for this redemption arc, because what he's going to be doing during this performance is also very important, and how this ties into this entire agenda he's about to do. Now, along with the fact that Kanye is going to be doing a massive concert in South Africa, I mean, he's done this in China and South Korea a few months ago, so that's not what's special. What's really special is that people around him are now saying, and remember, this is not 100% confirmed, these are rumors from people on his team, but they are now saying that Kanye wants to create a full-blown studio in the locker room of that stadium to work on a brand new album. And as crazy as this sounds, this is not really that crazy when you consider the fact that Kanye West did this exact same thing back in 2021 when he was working on his album Donda, where he locked himself underground at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome to work on the album and not leave that place until the album was finished. Even though to do something like that is pretty insane, I mean, it gave us awesome memories like that meme of Kanye West yelling at everybody to just work on the album, and that it was halftime and that nobody was leaving until the project was finished. And then just the songs alone on that album were fucking amazing, with all the features completely killing it, and Kanye somehow managing to make a gospel album sound really good. And that was one of the very last times in Kanye's career that we saw him very locked in on a project, and when he was locked in, he provided us with an amazing body of work, which was Donda. So if he is planning on doing the same thing for this upcoming show he's about to do in December, as crazy as it sounds, I'm fully excited for it, and I say let him do it, because this means that we're probably going to get a full focused album from him. Now, this isn't the only massive news that tells us that Kanye West is about to go on a massive redemption arc, because the other big information that just came out yesterday was that we are now also going to be getting a 6-hour unedited version, unedited cut of his brand new film In Whose Name, which recently came out in theaters. And for everybody that doesn't know what In Whose Name is, it's basically a Kanye West documentary that came out last week by this kid named Nico, who was filming Kanye's life when he was around 16 to 18 years old, where he captured every single year of Kanye's life from around 2016 to 2024. And the original film that came out in theaters was about an hour and 40 minutes. And in that film alone, we were able to see a bunch of deep, important, very weird, very interesting, very sad, very cool moments of Kanye West's life in his later career. But we're now also getting another version of this film, which is going to be 6 hours long. And that's not me just saying that. That is from the director himself, Nico. Basically, he did an interview a few days ago with this brand new movie coming out, and he was asked, you know, why didn't we get more content even though he had 3,000 hours of Kanye footage? Why did did he only put 2 hours out in theaters, and he said that the only reason why he put out a 2-hour version is because obviously people in theaters are not going to want to watch something for that much longer. But he said that he is willing to do a 6-hour cut. He just needs to find a proper provider for this documentary, which could either be Netflix, Hulu, HBO, and etc. And with this 6-hour documentary essentially being confirmed to come out on streaming in the next few months to a year, this is definitely going to just continue to help Kanye West plan out this rollout that he plans on doing whenever he decides to drop this brand new album that he's about to start working on in December. And I really do think that this is going to help him for the better, because something I did see when the movie In Whose Name came out a week ago was that a lot of people were just more excited for Kanye West music, because I feel like during earlier this year when he was going on his tangents and rants, it kind of made us hate him. It kind of made us resent him just because of the way he was acting and how he was kind of acting up. But in this film, In Whose Name, you kind of get a better perspective as to why he says the stuff he says and why he does the stuff he does. So I feel like now people have a better understanding of Kanye West. And when this 6-hour cut drops, that empathy and understanding that people have for him is just only going to continue. So when he does decide to actually drop this brand new album, people are going to be more excited, and that hype for Kanye is just going to be re-engaged back into the entire world and music community. I also believe that deep down, Kanye is not just going to be doing one show when December rolls around. I truly feel that when December rolls around, we are going to be getting more shows announced by then, and we are going to start to see him do a mini world tour. Now, this might just be where, you know, the places he's allowed to, because we do know that he's banned in certain places of the world. But I do believe that as December approaches, we are going to be getting more shows announced from him. We're going to be seeing him do a mini type of tour. Either this is going to be globally, or it could just be in the USA. And then he's going to start working on this brand new album. So that's just going to re-engage hype. And then when the 6-hour documentary drops, everything is just going to take over with Kanye West, and everybody's going to be talking about him. And like I said before, as crazy as this all sounds, Kanye has done stuff like this in the past. I mean, when Donda 2 came out, he was working on so much stuff. I mean, he was on social media beefing with Pete Davidson. He was working on the STEM player. He was working on his album Donda 2. He was doing Donda 2 shows. He was in a McDonald's commercial. So Kanye really does know how to fuel a lot of hype for an album. And I feel like this is going to be the same situation here, where a lot of stuff is going to be going on regarding him, whether it's a movie, a documentary, him working on an album, him doing concerts, him doing a listening party, and then he's going to drop, and that's how he's going to have so much success with this upcoming album. And as for the album itself, we actually do have a pretty good idea as to what he is going to be dropping, and it's going to be crazy, because what I'm about to say is not what a lot of people are expecting. Kanye's next album is not going to be Bully. I believe that Bully is fully scrapped. I believe that Bully was just an idea and it's not coming out. I believe that we are either going to get two scenarios. We are going to either get a brand new Kanye West album, full brand new album that we don't know about, never heard the name of, full concept we never known about, or we are either going to be getting an album that he never dropped, called War or In a Perfect World. Now, War was an album that Kanye West had back in 2022 with James Blake that he was working on, but he never ended up dropping it. And yesterday, the director of In Whose Name, who worked closely with Kanye, cryptically tweeted out saying War coming soon. And then he also announced that In a Perfect World was coming out as well. Now, if you guys don't know what In a Perfect World is, it's basically the name of a Kanye West album that was supposed to come out this year when he was doing one of his rants. He basically said that he was working on an album called In a Perfect World. Now, we don't have much information for that album or what that album's about, but with the director now saying that In a Perfect World is coming out soon, that could also just be another type of scenario where he ends up dropping an album that we do know about, and it's In a Perfect World. So as of right now, none of this stuff is confirmed, but I feel like if we put all these puzzle pieces together, this perfectly lines up for a good Kanye West rollout. And I do believe that Kanye West, regardless of what anything happens, is planning on dropping very soon, because the last time he dropped was Vultures 2, and that's about to be 2 years heading into 2026. So I do believe we're due for a brand new project. And I feel like with all of this stuff happening, he is definitely going to leverage this and use this as a way of marketing, because regardless of how you feel about Kanye, he's a great marketer and he knows how to get people talking about him. Nonetheless, though, I feel like I'm yapping at this point, but what do you guys think about this redemption arc that Kanye West is slowly building? Do you guys think that this is going to even happen? Do you guys think that nothing's going to happen from any of this? Let me know. Make sure you guys comment, like, hype the video. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.